Aurora Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Red Herring, written by Jonothan Cullinane and read by Paul Haley. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Aurora. Author's note: where the facts have interfered with the story, I've changed the facts. Not a single problem of the class struggle has ever been solved in history except by violence. Lenin. Chinese communists had won their civil war and created the People's Republic of China in 1949. That victory, coupled with the descent of an Iron Curtain across Eastern Europe after the Second World War, gave credence to the fear of communist expansion. When in 1950 the New Zealand government was asked by the United States to support American-led United Nations intervention in the Korean Civil War, it agreed to do so. Anxiety about the threat of communism lay behind the national government's strategy for dealing with its second potential crisis, the waterfront dispute of 1951. National was worried about the power of the militant trade union Congress in opposition to the more moderate Federation of Labour. The TUC was led by Jock Barnes and Toby Hill of the Waterside Workers' Union. The FOL was dominated by the conservative and authoritarian Fintan Patrick Walsh, whom one historian has called the nearest thing New Zealand had to an American-style industrial gangster. Michael King, The Penguin History of New Zealand. Chapter 1. Auckland, New Zealand, February 1951. Johnny Molloy stood in the shade of a veranda at the bottom of Vulcan Lane and watched the wharfies marching up Queen Street. He was in his early 30s, not a bad-looking bloke, lean with dark curly hair brushed back and a long Irish face that had been through the ringer. He wore a dark suit and a red tie. A cigarette was stuck to his bottom lip, smoke drifting up around the brim of a brown felt hat tipped back on his head. He was a private detective. The wharfies tramped in loose formation behind a large canvas banner inscribed with the words Waterside Workers' Union, the letters drawn like red and black coiled rope looped at the end around bailing hooks held in
Sample complete. Ready to continue?